All right, so let's bring a Walser Wealth Management President, Rebecca Walser. Rebecca!
Yes.
So, Taylor Swift concert tickets.
It helps the economy.
I guess, but I feel like when the Fed raises these rates, everything becomes more expensive, right? These people have a harder time buying a house. They have to spend more money on education. I just think the formula is broken.
It is broken. And to your point, Charles, the Fed came in saying we're going to have 6 rate cuts. He backed himself into a corner and had to pare that back. But my question is, if we keep hearing this message from BLS, from all of the other economic indicators, everything is good. We're going to have this Goldilocks soft landing. Everything's fine. So why are equities? Why is the market expecting so many rate cuts? And the bottom line is, it's because we created these assets. I know you don't want to hear this, but I believe we created these asset bubbles by having a Fed funds rate of 25 bips for almost 15 years. And when you create and capitalize assets on that level, until you get back to that level, people are going to be suffering.
So, but the markets, though, they don't care, right? I mean, the markets would like to see an accommodative Fed.
Of course. The equity risk markets wants to see an accommodative Fed. But the bond market is saying there's more risk here. And that is why the last 2 cuts that Powell's done, and even this last one, 3 cuts that he's done now, have brought the rate back up.
$6.7 trillion in money markets, giving off almost $400 billion a year. Guess who gets that money? Again. These folks.
Yep.
What do they do with it? They spend it. When they spend it, what does it come in? The economic data. The Fed sees it. Whoa, we got to hammer this thing down. Mm-hmm. I'm just worried that if we're waiting for the richest people in America to suffer before the Fed helps the poorest people, we're in trouble. This gets to what you were talking about, though. Wall Street believes there's going to be a soft landing, right? 93% say soft or no landing.
Yeah.
You buying that?
Well, Charles, they're able to delay it so much. Eventually we're going to have a hard landing. The reckoning will come. So I can be right until the hard landing comes. So I can just be very conservatively say, we're going to have a Goldilocks scenario. It's fine because the Fed has been accommodated for far too long. And
here's the limit, though, particularly for the Trump administration, Trump 2.0.
Yes.
So right now we're doing a little bit about 15%, 16% of our tax revenue goes just to pay interest.
Yeah.
That's going to get over 20% during Trump's first couple years in office.
Yeah.
It could get to 25%.
Yep.
If we're taking 25% of money just to pay the interest, how can we ever grow our economy? How can we ever spend money properly?
It's impossible. The CBO has already done the analysis and said we are going to never pay off our debt and just service our interest. And that is a debt spiral that eventually will cripple our status as the reserve currency.
You've talked about this for a long time.
Always.
All right, so Elon Musk is trying to come to the rescue.
Love it.
Tom Massey, Elon Musk, all government spending is taxation. You've been saying this for years.
Amen. Like, the government is the creator of nothing, Charles. They literally just transfer from those that have to those that have not, and they spend money in the process through defense and things like that. So this is absolutely true, and I think that Musk is basically saying, and by the way, I'm really offended that they raised the debt ceiling during Biden administration, and January 2nd, Trump has to start dealing with that again first month. That's not fair either.
Right.
So all of these comparisons are really not fair. Elon Musk, as the richest entrepreneur in the world, I feel does have some authority in talking about spending and capital expenses.
So in the meantime, you've done so well for your clients, right? You gold and some other defensive investments. You sticking with that?
Well, we just had another Goldman come out saying that gold is going to be $3,000 in 2025. So I think gold still does have a long runway. Yes.
All right, you've been killing it.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, folks. To pick up on what Rebecca was saying, all eyes on capital.